That is pretty much revealing your age there.
I punched the Oros kid.
Why did you punch the Oros?
So when I was in school, there was an Oros ad, one of the Oros ads there. One of the kids was in school with me.
Yeah.
And we got into an altercation.
A fisticuffs, eh?
And he's like, we could have been like 8 or 9.
Jesus.
And he's like, punch me. I punched the bitch.
You punched the Oros.
Punch the bitch.
Sometimes you just gotta punch the Oros man.
Bro. Soccer to the man.
He asked me to punch him.
No, and you gave him what he wanted, so.
Never spoke shit to me again, I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, you should have given your Oros free Oros for life, bro.
What made him the Oros man? Was he selling Oros?
No, he was in the Oros ad.
Oh, right.
He was a kid in the Oros ad. We had another guy in school who called Oros man because he had a big head like the Oros man. You see, this is the kind of school I went to that you devolve into punching kids.
Well, if somebody called me the Oros man, I'd also be out too.
The kid called Oros man wasn't involved in this
All right.
engagement. It was just
Altercation. It wasn't an engagement. It was an altercation.
an entanglement.
An entanglement.
We weren't involved in that entanglement. Working title FC. It has been a hot minute.
We're back, bro. We're back.
Have we been provoked into action?
No, don't start, Oaks.
No, we haven't been provoked into action.
Provoked into action by who?
Have we?
What?
Have we seen another player on the sports podcast carousel and gone, guys, we've got to get our shit together. We've got to get into studio. Public holidays even.
Either way, bro.
Give up our public holidays.
It's fine. You know, it's good for the competition to spur you into action.
There's enough sports to go around. Working
Honest to
title
God.
FC. Take a listen. MKT show's back.
MKT show is back.
Publishing some episodes. Take a listen to that. We're going to start off this week. Going to catch up on a couple of stuff. It is International Week.
Oh, boo.
No, I'm not. I'm in my feels. So of course, Portugal got a new coach, Roberto Martinez. Listen, talk about failing upwards,
Dude.
right? You have a generation, and I'm still like, Belgium's generational talent is still okay. Give it what it is. Statistically, they were number one team in the world. But Martinez, failed.
But with all due respect, there's a big difference between managing Belgium and managing Portugal.
We should be, because the talent pool, Belgium have a golden generation. Portugal have had a golden generation. We keep producing. Where Belgium, I can't see where the next group comes from, right?
Exactly, yeah.
But talk about failing upwards, that you probably get what you can get out of Belgium. They probably should have done more.
Yeah.
And then you go land a Portugal job.
He's done well for himself.
I mean, you got to give it to the boy.
He's done well for himself.
You got to give it to him. So that's his first matches he's playing this week. And of course,
Who are you guys playing?
we got Liechtenstein and Luxembourg. Talk
6-0 and 7-0.
right, failing upwards.
Ronaldo's boys.
Failing upwards.
Isn't Luxembourg like Ronaldo's staple diet?
No, listen, they've improved. They've improved. They're one of those. I follow Luxembourg, actually, what they do. My friend lives there.
Great banking system.
Hey, fantastic.
Great banking system.
Amazing banking system. He tells me everyone in Luxembourg is rich.
Yeah.
Sins are cracking open a Coca-Cola there.
Yeah.
Have you heard that?
Good, sir. Good,
It's
sir.
public holiday, but we're drinking Coca-Colas, no beers. Okay. He says everyone's rich.
Yeah,
in
bro,
Luxembourg.
but per capita, it's... Yeah, I think they are them in Liechtenstein.
Yeah. There you
Richest
go.
countries per capita.
There you go. So Ronaldo taking his money over there.
And also they got a great... If you... Don't say you heard this from me, but if you're going to launder money, you want to put it in Luxembourg.
And you don't want to get caught. If you want it made, but it's like the best laundry, right?
It's the best laundry, yeah.
No, this is like
It's them, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg. Also, that's why Switzerland were neutral in both the wars, because they're like, hey, everybody's money's here.
Working title FC, not only good football news, but not giving money advice.
we still are looking for a title, so maybe we could be
Yeah.
Fin in news.
We're not
Credit
giving
Suisse.
financial advice. We're not giving
Not Credit
financial
Suisse.
advice.
We'll take anybody but Credit Suisse.
Okay, I'll take SPV, Silicon Valley Bank. I'll take SPV. I'll take them. I'll take them as a sponsor.
Right. Although the Credit Suisse, you can come.
Those Cokes aren't free.
Exactly.
We need to buy ourselves Coca-Colas and Nespresso pods. So Ronaldo gets called up. I mean, it's
First move. I mean,
Nine league goals though.
you're not going to drop Ronaldo, and of all the options, he's still scoring goals.
Yeah, 9 league goals.
Okay, listen, guys. I don't know if you're seeing SuperSport promised that they're going to show Saudi League. I didn't see any. I don't see it.
I see some of the Saudi league, but I've got my sources.
I just see it on Twitter.
We said that is a donkey league, bro. I'm sorry.
It's rubbish, eh?
And I don't watch PSL. We have PSL.
Yes.
But also,
Saudi is a donkey league,
in Ronaldo's defense, you can only beat what's in front of you.
and you're going to take the money, man.
No,
Obviously.
but also from what I've been hearing, he's been struggling. But the thing is, when he
Struggling?
does,
Scored a hat trick last week.
no, well, that's the thing.
He's on 9 league goals
he
in
does-
97 games, bro.
Yeah, but when he does score, he scores many. But there was a time when he went 4 games without scoring, and everyone made headlines. Oh, they want to drop Ronaldo, and I was like, oh,
bro,
God,
you're still
here we
living
go.
the life. You're still, acclimatizing.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know.
Martinez not
gonna
dropping Ronaldo. You're going to take big balls to drop Ronaldo. So forget
honestly,
it.
yeah.
And Martinez is not that guy. He's the
Your first assignment, you come in here. Who do you think you are, bro?
Mourinho would have dropped Ronaldo.
Well, Mourinho's Mourinho, with all due respect.
So somebody who's not dropped Ryan's boy. I entrusted my boy.
Who?
I entrusted my boy
Potter.
because Joao's we got to look after each other,
Oh, sure.
right? You got to
This is
look.
where we're going, yeah.
You got to look after another Joao. People don't know how to say our names, right?
Wow.
You got to look after another Joao. I know he goes through. He was explaining how to say his name. I don't know if
Yes,
you guys saw that.
no,
the other day.
I did. We've been
so-
saying it
so
all
did I.
wrong, but it's okay
I've been saying it right.
because he does.
Paul has been saying his own name.
my name.
No, but you haven't. You've been
I don't
saying
say the
Felix.
Felix.
It's Felix.
Felix.
It's Felix.
My father says it even. My father calls him Joao Felix.
Bro, your dad's an overachiever.
It takes me like half a beat to go, oh, that's who you're talking about.
But now I just want to know from a Portuguese perspective, how do you know the difference in the E's? Because to an Englishman, that's Felix,
Accent.
and not,
But he's not English, is
but there's no accent on the E, or is it just spelled straight up?
Is there no accent on the E?
Not that I can
Anyway,
see.
you do. It is Felix.
yeah,
It is
okay.
Felix.
It's Felix.
Joao.
It is Felix.
Wow.
So you got to look out for Joao. Of course, Joao is in the squad. He's in good form for Chelsea, and
He's
I
playing
think
well.
it gives us a perfect segue to do a cheeky Chelsea check-in.
Yeah, we can.
How
do
you doing?
Ryan, we need a segment for that. We need a segment open. The cheeky
We're
Chelsea,
winning the Champions League.
the cheeky Chelsea check-in. The cheeky Chelsea Champions League check-in.
Well, Joao just
Joao.
scored. How do you say?
Joao.
Joao. Okay,
keep
Joao.
going. Keep going.
He just scored his first goal last week. Everton.
It's taken a while.
He did score
Did
one that was just a little offside.
So he didn't score.
No, he did.
Not that time. He was
He
close.
scored before Everton.
No.
He scored West Ham.
Yes, he did score West
He
Ham.
scored. It was Chelsea's goal of the month.
Yes.
The only goal of the month.
I
They're
thought it
only
was the first time.
They had one goal of the month.
Can I tell you what? It's been a
By
roller
default.
coaster ride with Chelsea. It's literally because the thing
too
was
easy
I
with you
couldn't
guys,
I couldn't believe we beat Dortmund. I was like, this is crazy. Okay, cool. There's a bit of hope.
Couldn't
There's-
believe they beat Dortmund.
I couldn't believe that.
come on.
I mean, Dortmund are. I mean, it is March. Dortmund are on top of the Bundesliga, and they still play Bayern Munich one more time at home. I mean, that's why I say can't believe they beat Dortmund. This is not a vintage Dortmund side,
Yeah.
but they're good enough to get ahead of Bayern Munich.
Sure.
And Chelsea beat them, I think,
Resoundingly.
well.
especially
Yeah,
the second
yeah.
game.
Resounding.
Yeah, the second
Well,
game. was
You're all
pretty
over them second game. Didn't you miss a penalty? As well.
good. But it got recalled.
Retaken. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay.
Old Havertz came back, redeemed himself. No, so Chelsea's. We drew to Everton, and that's
Rightfully so.
That's Potter's fault.
No, it's a fair result.
We had a great game, but
Look
the
at
problem
the
is,
league table, boy.
and I said this before we started the podcast, we don't have a first team.
You got like
annoying.
3 first teams.
Who does this Potter the guy thinks he is, bro? He's not Pep Guardiola. We don't have.
Well, that's what happens when you buy a manager like all these players that he didn't want. He has to make them happy somehow.
But
No, but he still leaves people out the squads. Like Zakira wasn't even listed in the squad for the Everton game.
With all due respect, like, where's he going to fit him in? Because you guys have got...
And that's the thing. Does he even know he has these guys? Listen,
We had
Ryan,
Mudryk on, and he didn't even put him on.
So
He's eating bench.
are you still Potter out?
Yes.
Of course,
Nothing changes that.
Nothing changes.
Look,
and
Antonio Conte will be available off these.
Oh
last
no!
rant.
I tweeted this.
Okay, so I want to bring Ryan up on something here, right? Okay, Ryan is Potter out. Nothing changes. For him.
Changes.
Okay, I get where he's coming from. I was Ole out. I was like, okay, listen, Ole came in.
It doesn't.
He did that champion. He should never have been permanent, right?
It's a temporary fix for something bigger. Yeah.
Potter again. Chelsea start the season with Tuchel. Potter comes parachuted in. All these new permutations, right? It was a weird situation. He's put in. Maybe should be there, should or not. Ryan keeps harking back, kind of like every episode.
Yeah.
He wanted Tuchel back. Mm-hmm. He wanted Mourinho back.
He wants his ex back.
This week he's tweeting because Ryan's the only person in South Africa who plays for Twitter Blue. Yeah. They're investigating.
Yeah.
There's something is money laundering. He's being investigated.
Yeah. He was trying to get me. I was like, bro, come on.
He's the only person in South Africa who plays for it.
Yeah.
And now he wants Conte back. Ryan, why do you explain yourself?
No, it's circumstantial, Paolo. So when I spoke to my barber Regan, right, we talk about shout out to Regan.
Whoa.
Are you plugging your barber?
Let's plug Regan there. Let's give Regan a shout out.
Shout out Regan.
Shout out to Regan.
Short back and sides.
Beard boys, you know.
Oh, so yes.
We were having a chat about him, and he was saying
he does a good job.
Chelsea.
He does a good job in your beard.
Yeah, thank you.
Does a good job in your beard.
Does Regan support Chelsea?
He does support Chelsea.
No wonder. Yeah.
But we do have a difference of opinions whenever I go there, because he's saying we should keep Potter in just for the rest of the season because it's stupid to go and just get a new coach. I'm saying we're already in damage control. We need to control the situation. So my thought was on Twitter this week, Paolo, because I saw you commented on it. Thank you very much.
Wow.
So
wow.
We throw Potter out because the thing is, bro, come on. How many times are we going to go back to the same shit? Like, because one win in every 5 is... everyone's like, oh, no, you should give him time. You see, the more time you give him. And I'm like, no, he just won once. So now we're in Champions League, but we still, what, like 10th on the log? Or
for how long?
Exactly. So
you see you playing in Champions League.
I saw Conte go off at the press conference, and I was like,
because Tottenham are garbage, as well.
But the thing was, when Conte was in Chelsea, right, he was untouchable. The only problem that he really had was with Diego Costa. They just didn't get on, and that's why there was that whole fallout. So I'm saying, bring Conte back. He's got actual backbone, bro.
Not that he has backbone. It's just that he's got a pedigree. That's all it is.
You know the thing about Conte, and a lot of the managers you spoke about there. Tuchel, let's see, right? Where he lands. I think there's going to be very interesting jobs open up for him soon, right? Possibly Tottenham. And Tottenham love going for Chelsea sloppy seconds. My word, right?
Chelsea reject.
The thing about Conte, right, especially in that, and by now everyone's seen what he said, everyone's heard opinions. Conte is done. He's out.
He's checked out.
And I think with English football in general, I think
he's over it. Yeah,
you know, he knows there's probably jobs going in Italy. Just got to bide his time. He'll get something, right?
Look at Juve. Yeah, if he's looking at the Juve job could be open very quickly.
Those elite managers become very bad very quickly. And in Mourinho and Conte, it's so quick to go, I've got a track record. Within 4 or 5 years, which is when last he won the league with Chelsea, am I right?
Yeah.
4 years? It will be four seasons at the end of this. It turns very, very quickly for you from going from elite to kind of...
You're a shadow of your former self.
Right? You got to ask, is the same thing happening with Klopp at the moment? Right? Okay, don't ask Liverpool supporters because he's just getting started. Oh, he's just getting started.
He's God.
Right? So the thing with Conte is you don't want to go back there. Ryan, so take those older guys out of it. And so you say, okay, let's get rid of Potter. And I've got to say, I think Potter, from an outsider, you got to go this way with Chelsea because you've tried the other ways.
It doesn't work the other way, yeah.
Well, it does. It did work for them.
It did, but like now it's a new regime.
And institutionally, Marina and Bruce Buck, those were the guys.
They kept it ticking over.
They were the consistent, right? So you don't have that. Bowley, he's going to do what he does. He's putting his money in his pocket. It seems he's going to do more. I think Chelsea need Potter. I think they need to back him. I think they need to give him a full season. Because don't forget that.
They're doing that.
Don't forget that, right?
Yeah.
In your ideal world, you're
also,
Todd Bowley.
I don't think you guys can afford to. Financial fair play, guys. You guys think the money grows on trees.
Are you seeing...
Fat payoff.
Did you not see what's in the news this week, just by the way?
What, Twitter news or real
Twitter
news?
news or real news?
Twitter news is real news. But Todd Bowley is now in discussions of rebuilding the Chelsea Stadium for it's a £4 billion revamp.
That's going to happen.
And they're talking to rival. I didn't read who the club was.
To rival who?
To one of the rival clubs to be able to use the stadium for home games. So
It'll probably be Fulham because they're in the same area.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's prime real estate. The most expensive Stamford Bridge sits on the most expensive square mile in London.
In Great Britain.
Great Britain.
Great Britain.
Yeah,
so you talk about financial fair play. This man's still investing money, if not in players. But he's now going to go for the stadium.
But
fantastic.
If you're a new owner, I mean, what's the best way to get backing behind you? Is to funnel money into something. Do you feel me?
Of course.
You feel me?
So much money
it's smart on his part.
Because didn't he also buy another club?
Chelsea has got this multi-club. All the Americans are kind of into it.
Do they want to do the New York Red Bull thing and like...
It's got to be something.
No, so he just bought a club. I forget which league it's... Isn't it in the same league that Mourinho's Roma is playing in, I think?
Serie A, dog.
Sorry. I forget the name of the team, but he just went and bought that as well.
I mean, they have had those conversations, but so who do you drop in? We kick out Potter. Let's say in Ryan's world, Potter goes.
Zinedine Zidane.
Do you think Zidane's going to go solve his career at Chelsea?
Why Zidane?
Because he hasn't hit like the Premier League scene yet.
What makes you think he'll be successful?
He'll be successful.
What makes you think that?
Dude, Carlo Ancelotti tried at Chelsea and we know how that went.
Has the past...
I just think it's different now. Like we've got a whole bunch of new players.
Zidane's been out of football for a year.
Yeah, well...
And I think it's by choice. I don't think it's...
The thing is, right, who is there?
Pochettino.
Exactly.
Pochettino rejected the job.
Pochettino is one of those managers that it's like you become very bad very quickly.
Yeah.
Pochettino said no already. So then who you left with? I mean, Tuchel would... Crystal Palace just brought back older... I don't want Potter, no. I'm saying Crystal Palace just brought Roy Hodgson at 75.
But it has nothing... So I've been watching Chelsea. I want to see how Joao Felix is doing.
Yeah, no. You vested.
Are they looking after him?
You got to look after the Joao.
Because like if he's upset, it's bad for your business.
That's what I'm saying.
It's bad for your business.
I'm in the Joao business.
Exactly.
And business.
Looking out for your namesake.
You know, and we're not... Joao's having a bad time.
Yeah, exactly.
Joao Felix kind of like...
that spills over to Portugal.
Joao Havelange is dead. You know, Joao's are not having a good time. So I'm vested, right? I have seen, bless you. I've seen sprouts of going. Finally, he goes. Okay, shit. Great problem to have. I got a shitload of players. I finally figured out my balance, my team. Enzo is fitting nicely. That defense is sorting itself out. The Koulibaly thing is done. Reece James.
It looks like he's gonna be all right. Yeah.
Listen, Chelsea's fullbacks.
Oh, elite.
I mean, different story.
They're elite.
Different story, right? So that makes such a difference to what you're doing. Joao Felix is little clicks. Things are starting to happen. I know you and your feels about Mudryk.
Actually, finish. I got a question for
you. All right. I know you and your feels about Mudryk, but at the same time, we did say at the time, you're spending an extraordinary amount of money on a guy who has played 12 games in the Ukrainian league.
Not tried and tested.
No, but guys, have you seen him play?
Yeah, okay, but...
I've seen him play. Have you seen him play?
The one thing about Premier League...
Did you see him play before he got to Chelsea?
No. I watched him play at Chelsea. He's played like 3... I think he started 1 or 2 games, but he's played in like 3 or 4 games.
Dude, he's raw as hell.
He's like, I don't think he's ready yet.
There is getting in early, right? And 100% what they went for. He had those few good games in the Champions League.
They only took him because Arsenal wanted him, but anyway.
Right, because they thought, okay, the price is going to go. Because
Arsenal wanted him.
The one thing about the
Premier League... And I'm
not
throwing shade at Chelsea, that's what it is.
One thing we see in the Premier League time and time again, pace isn't enough.
Yeah.
The Premier League players are quick.
Quick. But Paulo, he's a baller as well. Have you not seen him... That gets... When watching Joao... Have you not come across
I'll tell you something right now. Remember Chelsea bought this guy, he was a Ballon d'Or winner, his name was Andrei Shevchenko. Tried and tested. What happened when he got to Chelsea?
Hernan Crespo, man.
Mattia Kezman. These are ballers. These are guys who were ballers. What happened? They got to England and what happened? It's different here.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say
And are
this.
you really dropping? And I'm sorry, in the same position. I just want to finish about Mudryk, right?
Sure.
Because they kind of play in the same position. I'm sorry. In no world,
You're not dropping Raheem Sterling.
100%.
You're not
in
dropping
no
Raheem
world
Sterling.
do I drop a seasoned when the team needs leadership, when
Raheem
the team needs
Sterling.
a guy. I'm sorry. I'm not dropping him for a Backstreet Boy lookalike.
Honest to God.
I'm taking
That's
Raheem.
fair.
I'm taking Raheem. I'm sorry.
Also,
and I don't love Raheem Sterling,
Here's an interesting one.
but I know what he is.
Here's an interesting one because Inter said they're not taking Romelu Lukaku, so you got that problem as well.
So, Ryan, before we move on to Lukaku, 'cause I'll stick a boot into Lukaku.
Yeah.
Lukaku.
Have we changed your mind? Because, Ryan, I'm starting to see shoots of Chelsea. I'm starting to see little patterns. I'm starting to see the training ground work come up. And I know we're saying 10th, but that space from Newcastle in 5th
To 10th is nothing.
to Chelsea.
Is absolutely
Okay?
2 games.
Never mind that. Let's go 6. Liverpool in 6. It's 4 points to 10th.
2 games. You'll find yourself in 10th very
It's
quickly.
4 points. And in that, you've got Fulham, Brentford, Brighton. All due respect.
They're going to fall off.
They're in part of the season where we've done what we've done. Fulham are gone, okay, FA Cup was our thing, right? You're Chelsea.
If we play okay, we'll get into Europe, yeah.
You've got to back yourself. And sometimes getting into Europe for teams that size is a killer. Look what
Yeah.
happened to West Ham.
Yeah.
You go to Europa League with Brentford, Fulham, Brighton. That kills you.
Yeah,
That schedule kills you.
Because next season you'll find yourself in a relegation dogfight for real, yeah.
So is it worth it, right? So you kind of mentally you go off the ball, right? So saying that, Ryan, and there are still a lot of games. There are 9 games left. The shoots are there, Ryan.
I just hope Potter
And
brings
fourth-
us through because
And 4th is wide open.
at this
Fourth
point,
is up for grabs. Because top 3, with all due respect, top 3 is done.
no, I know.
United are trying to throw it away, but 4th is open. So you still know Potter.
No, I'm just not happy with him. There's no consistency. Like I said, we
But
don't
it's
have
starting to happen.
no.
Nah, it is starting to
No,
happen.
no.
It is starting to happen. Bro,
Just
if you had to ask me right now, who would I rather be, Jurgen Klopp or Graham Potter? I'd be Graham Potter any day.
Any day of the week. If you ask me, I would rather support you. I think you got a manager on the up. Is the job too big for him? We don't know.
But that remains to be seen.
But he's adapting, right?
He's trying with what he has. He's trying.
He's got the players, got the budget. The trajectory is there, right? Ryan's not happy.
And also, I see what Potter's trying to do because he's trying to get the old guard out. Because like if you have guys like that, bro, that are
show me your medals.
Yeah.
That old guard that goes, show me your medals.
Show me your medals.
Show me
He's
your
trying to
medals.
get them out because the thing is, you're not going to get buy-in from those guys. Because I'm sure guys like Raheem Sterling and Thiago Silva, they're like, who the hell is this guy telling me? You feel me?
let's also throw Enzo in there. You know,
No, Enzo's only like
he's
21.
a baller, bro. He's a baller.
He is a baller, but he's going to work his way up.
Exactly.
I think he knows where he is. I think he understands where
He
he is in
understands
his
where he
career,
is
yeah.
in his career.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
But as well, I mean, if I'm a young manager, a young-ish manager, bro, the old guard can go, bro. I'm not going to sit there and go try get buy-in from Oaks who don't give a hell who I am.
Man, I think so. Ryan, we're in that point of the season now. Come back from the international break, and it's a sprint.
Now it's literally like
It's a sprint,
you don't look back. You just go.
right? If Potter gets you into maybe the Champions League final,
You see, and Senzo was saying in the car on the way here, he's like, "There's no way." He's
Are
putting
York's taking Madrid?
he put a
Have you seen
$3,000
Madrid?
bet on the table.
have you seen Madrid?
Have you seen them in Champions League?
Yeah, but it's not that's not the same, man. They're not the same.
Bro, you forget the Godfather's there.
Yeah. Okay. But okay, so semi-finals. Listen,
Semi-finals,
if Madrid knock you out, hey,
but also
it is
Chelsea,
what it is.
Chelsea getting into a Champions League final or a Champions League semi does nothing for them. It does nothing for their stock. What do you get for getting into a Champions League semi or a Champions League final? Nothing.
But do you not take it from the season that they've had? It was so disruptive, change of manager, new ownership, ton of new players to still get into where
well,
they are.
they've done well. But also Madrid, I mean, Champions League, you get that luxury. You get 3 weeks between games.
Yeah.
You get that luxury. So you kind of get your time to plan.
But that's why I'm not even focused on the Premier League. I mean, yeah, Premier
I'd focus on Premier League.
It's wide open.
Fourth is more realistic than than trying to win a Champions League right now.
And
There's 7 other teams.
And I watch all those teams. Tottenham are going to go free fall now.
Yeah,
Did you see what Tottenham did over the weekend?
They're free fall, man. They free fall. They
Liverpool or something else. Liverpool, it's done. It's done.
You cannot still be pulling on James Milner
in a do or die,
and want me to take you seriously.
in a do or die match. And did you see how they played?
Terrible.
It was like, dude, if I'm going to go out the Champions League and I'm 5-2 down, I'd rather get whacked 12-2 on aggregate than whatever Liverpool
Whatever
did.
they did. So let's finish up on Chelsea.
Yeah.
Ryan, has anything we've said, anything we've said, made you go, okay, let me soften. Maybe let me start following the less militant Chelsea fans. Because have you seen it? Oh, you see the guys he follows on Chelsea.
Hey, bro.
They're
They're there for violence.
They are Arsenal fan TV level.
Honestly, bro.
Okay.
Clout mongers.
Okay. Those are the guys he follows.
Yes.
Has anything we said, maybe you just start going to look for the more sober ones, the more sensible ones?
Can I tell you what? I realized a couple of weeks ago that we stuck with Potter whether we like it or not, because they're not letting up. Every time we lose a game and it's consistent, they still back him. So
I thought Todd was one of the people. Don't you guys tell Todd we don't want this guy?
Yeah, when does he take to Twitter? Has he been on Twitter lately asking who you want to sign?
No, but you see, the one thing about him is he's stuck with the management. And you even said this in the earlier podcast, I'm not sure which one, Paolo, you said that Todd is lining him up for a long-term situation and not for short-term. And we all know Chelsea need a short-term situation now, but now we're having to adapt to the long-term.
Right.
Yes.
Let me tell you the problem with Chelsea. I'll tell you.
We need the fix.
Because years people told us the problem with Manchester United. I'm going to tell you the problem with Chelsea. I'll tell you right now. He's not going to like what I say. Yes. I'm looking at Senzo. Ryan's not going to like what I say. I'm infringing on your human rights right now. Human Rights Day, we're recording this. Ryan, the problem with Chelsea is Chelsea fans. You are spoilt, entitled little brats.
Exactly.
Who have grown up
winning
in an environment of... And I speak from United.
No, we also went through it.
Right?
We had it with Fergie.
You're a bunch of little brats who
you need
money
to stall
has
for a while.
been given to you.
You need to stall for a while.
Trophies have been given to you.
You need to stall.
Oh, shame. We got generational talents that were just given to us.
Yeah.
Our Russian billionaire left. Oh, we get an American trillionaire.
That just throws money at every problem.
No sensible anything, right?
Just here.
Oh, no.
But this is the thing, Paolo, we're not used to...
Bunch of brats.
We're not used to being taken the piss of. And we're so lucky that United has been like letting it slip over the last couple of weeks. Every time we
Bro,
like
don't
have
compare
an issue.
yourselves to United.
Oh, no, we're not. Trust me. Because the
compare
thing is,
yourselves to
as
Liverpool.
soon as we slip up, United never fails to take the headlines away from us. And thank God for that. We've got lucky over the last couple of weeks.
Because we're a bigger club.
So Chelsea...
when you took 7... to Liverpool.
We're a bigger club.
No, we don't live in the past. So my conclusion is... My conclusion
Moving swiftly along, yes.
Chelsea fans, you're a bunch of brats. You see what it is now. You see, we've exposed him.
Of course.
We've made him look deep inside into what is he, 7-0.
No, all I'm saying is Chelsea have set a standard and we can't drop the ball because we're not used to being the team that gets taken the piss off.
Season's not done.
No. It happened to you for 50 years before Roman.
Listen, season is not done.
At all.
You're making knee jerks.
But do you notice? Like I was telling.
But you're a fan.
I was telling Arsenal fans as well. I said, you guys getting out of Europa, it's a blessing in disguise.
Yep.
Blessing, because now competing on two fronts and you have Pep breathing down your neck. It's not ideal.
Let's move into that a little bit. The title race, boring. Who cares? Okay, we're mid-table clubs.
Yeah.
We're talking about mid-table club things, right?
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Arsenal are going to do it.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yes.
Oh, man. I thought so long for City, but City, okay.
City's it's stop-start. That's the thing.
They've scored 13 goals in a week. How do you
Haaland scoring 11 or something stupid like that.
Did they score 13 or 12?
13.
7 and 6, yeah.
I see he's injured now with a groin injury. He's just pulled out of the Norway squad.
Conveniently.
No, conveniently because Rashford as well.
Conveniently that groin injury. Watch Bruno Fernandes just conveniently. Just wait.
No, because international now, playing international football when you're competing on all four fronts does nothing for you.
No, nothing. Especially the first two games of qualification. Forget it, man. Trust me. A lot of players are going to have
Rashford pulled out the squad. I was like, thank God he's not playing for England.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of little things.
Yeah. You think Benzema went to international? He probably was like, bro, I just come back from like being dead, bro. Like,
didn't he retire from international?
He did retire.
Yeah.
Benzema did.
Yeah.
So every time I think, because you go, listen, City just have the know-how. They just can do it. They just turn it on and off. They've not really been doing it. Because they're in that point where we say, City go on 12-game winning streaks. They're running out of games to do that.
Yeah.
And Arsenal,
and that gap is still 8.
No matter what the challenge put in front of Arsenal is,
they keep passing.
Do we need to come back from 2-0? Got to do it.
Last
do
minute.
we win in the last minute? Going to do it. Do we thump a good team?
Got to do it.
Did they thump a good team? Who did they score 5 against? 4? Who did they beat this weekend?
I watched that game?
Palace.
It's Palace. Okay, forget about it, right? But United didn't do it. Chelsea didn't do it. Liverpool didn't do it.
Fair enough.
Right? They did it. They keep doing it.
Smacked Fulham.
And a small squad.
My question to you
They're going to do it, man.
My question to you is, like, if you're Pep, right? Push comes to shove and you have one must die. Are you sacrificing the league or the Champions League?
Oh, he knows he's got to get the Champions
He
League.
has to get the Champions League.
But for me, it doesn't change anything with his legacy. Eh?
No, but the thing is, it's the only thing he doesn't have. It's the only trophy that's not in his trophy case.
No, because Messi's not there.
But does he change his attitude because they got Bayern? Listen, Bayern aren't themselves, but
Bayern are always going to be a contender.
Yeah.
Bayern, have you seen the way that what they've been doing in the Champions League?
I felt Bayern the beginning of the season on Champions League. It's theirs.
Same.
I
also back them. I said, for me, it's theirs to lose.
No.
But this is the real test for Pep because now, I mean, you haven't really been tested.
Yeah. So we're still backing Arsenal.
Look, and Jesus is back now.
I'd like it for
guys
them.
Are coming
balling.
back in. Zinchenko.
Zinchenko's playing like a baller. Zinchenko's like the third centre mid. Like
Martinelli.
It's crazy. Yeah, Martinelli's also having it. He's having it. Saka's having it.
Saka is just unreal.
Odegaard's also having it.
And listen, the two signings that he made, Trossard just walks into that side.
Man.
Walks in.
That's an astute signing. That's brilliant.
And then you got your... listen, I know Chelsea fans didn't like Jorginho. I cannot for the life of me understand that.
He's a baller at Arsenal.
Thank you. But at Chelsea, were you one of those...
He was a baller though at Chelsea. It's just that what Chelsea fans wanted from him, they wanted him to be N'Golo Kante, and he's not N'Golo Kante.
Yeah,
he's
not.
never going to be that. Like, as a metronomic... The English don't have an appreciation. I even go back to Michael Carrick, right? The English fan does not have an appreciation for that metronomic footballer, that number 6.
But even
get
Wayne
the
Rooney,
ball on the half turn.
Rio Ferdinand says Wayne Rooney. He says he used to go to Spain, and they were like, "What's it like to play with Wayne Rooney?" And they were just like, "What, Wayne Rooney?"
Yeah. They do not have an appreciation for that metronomic number 6.
Michael Carrick, you're right. Should have played more games for England.
The English just don't appreciate that. And Jorginho goes, look, he's not playing. But here's a guy. I know how to win this league. I know what it takes. I know how to win a Euro.
I've beaten City to the chase before. I can do it again. You know what I mean? And I think, we used to give Arteta a lot of trouble. But I say to people, Arteta knows what he's doing. These things.
He does.
This is how you break it down. Because being a quick fix. That's how you wind up like Tottenham. That's how you wind up like Chelsea, with all due respect. And
so, Ryan, doesn't that change your mind? Because you look at Arteta, the fans wanted him out last year.
No,
what was that idiot from Arsenal Fan TV?
No, but
Troops.
One of them. Okay,
yeah, Troops.
Anyway, he wanted Arteta out last year. But the guy's going to win you the league this year. Or if not, he's going to come goddamn close. He's going to come within a point or two.
The thing is, we also saw Arteta's real colours in that documentary.
So do Chelsea need a documentary?
No.
Do they need an all or nothing to convince
Let me tell
Ryan?
you, I'm almost certain.
Well, we've seen the all or nothing and throw money at the problem.
Graham Potter doesn't have that, like, you saw Arteta's, like, thing in the locker room when he was so hyped up. Like, I can't
he was with
picture
Pep,
Potter do that.
But he was with Pep, bro. Like, you must understand, if you're going to be coaching, if you're going to be the consigliere to the Godfather, like, you're going to learn some things.
I can't believe the lack of love Ryan has for Potter, because as two boys who own ginger beards, him and Potter, both guys in the ginger beard category, and he's like
Potter's sharpened up. The suits are tailored now.
Do we think that if Arsenal win the league, Pep takes credit for it?
Yes.
He said, "That's my boy. I gave you some of my players. This is my win. This is my win."
Yes.
Arteta played the next evolution. If it wasn't for Holland, that's how I would have played. He played the next evolution of my ball.
But then again,
so Pep takes credit.
Now, another question. If Arsenal don't win it, is this one of the best bottle jobs ever?
Especially because it's so close to the end. I think a lot of people talk about the year Newcastle blew it, where they had a 14-point lead. And they blew it, but there was a lot of time. There was a lot of running. Arsenal are like in the last stretch. They're in the last month. I mean, that'll be one of the biggest bottle jobs in sport for them to blow it right now.
No, not bigger than Kaizer Chiefs. Kaizer Chiefs had a 12-point lead and they had COVID and they still lost the league. And at a game in hand.
This guy's gonna get the swings in. Right. Let's Are we gonna talk about United? What are we saying? United are cooked, man.
We're tired. The games are getting. You can see the fatigue. Eh? You can see the fatigue is setting in.
The red cards, the mistakes. You can see it's happening. Ryan, what do you think? Does it fill you with joy?
No. Can I tell you? I was telling Sens on the way here. With United, I will say they have managed to turn it around from where they were during the Hochsteiner debacle. And the thing is, I mean, now when they lose, it's every now and then. But genuinely, they've been playing pretty okay football.
Consistent.
They've been playing pretty okay. And Ten Hag is...
how many...
He's there taking credit.
Did you how many games
He's at the forefront there.
How many games we've played this season? So far, 47.
You guys are like destroying every Spanish team in the league.
Yeah,
well, we're playing in 2 leagues right now.
Honestly, we're playing
La Liga and the Premier League,
England,
right? So I think it's something for United if they carry on this trajectory to make both finals. They'll do 21 games it's something stupid. It's stupid numbers.
The February that we had, since
every 3 days.
It's the most that a club has ever played in 1 month. Our February.
Bruno Fernandes is the player who's played the most minutes in Europe's top 5 leagues, and by far.
Yeah.
But does it worry you a little bit that you expect now business end, you got to get your guys, I can't believe I said business end. It's such a cliche thing to say. But at this point of the season, right, you're playing your first team all the time.
You have to.
Do you think it might come to bear? Because I can't see United winning maybe one more.
It's going to be a Manchester Derby final for FA Cup.
I don't think we make the FA Cup final.
You think Brighton's going to take care of us?
I think Brighton sort us out.
I also just want to ask you guys: is Casemiro okay?
Yeah, he's fine.
He's perfect. He's fine. He's
the only two red cards in his career, and they're at United.
Well, but did you see? No, but did you see the one against Southampton? That was nonsense.
No. Listen, I don't know how much Real Madrid you guys watched.
Yeah.
The only reason he did not get red cards is because first he played for Porto, and you have got to kick someone's head off as a Porto player
to get a red card, yeah.
And then he played for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
There were times, I mean, in Spain they called him Invisible Man because like the ref didn't see what he was doing.
Right.
He was
Skullduggers.
He was doing the same things.
Yeah.
You play for Real Madrid, I'm not going to send you off.
But also
I think it's form. I don't think it's any conspiracy. I just think different. He played for teams who got away.
Do not scares me though with United because the thing is if Casemiro's not there, right? Sabitzer, we can't really say anything about him because we don't know what kind of a player he is yet.
He's a little bit of everything. So his kind of job would be to fit in anywhere. I think we've lost spark, and I can't believe it when Eriksen went out.
Yes,
I think that kind of changed.
It's that link up with him and Bruno and
Casemiro and just you talk about that guy who just gets the ball on the half turn. It's just you open up to the wing backs. So that was a bigger miss than I think what Casemiro is ultimately going to be. Casemiro stepped into that, but I think that was a bigger miss. I kind of wonder if we're going to see that when there was a chance to keep people fresh, that Ten Hag wasn't taking it. Because now you got to play the best team every game.
Oh, yeah, because now you're competing on 4 fronts. I'm not going to count the League 3. 3 fronts. Yeah, I'm not going to count the league.
Listen, I don't think that league is out of the question. The only plus side is Tottenham are falling apart, but it's very close. We can finish top 4, but I think we're going to lose third. This is me being pessimistic.
Oh, no, you're managing your expectations. I get it.
I think we're gonna lose third.
Bro, listen.
And we're not doing FA Cup.
If I get all I wanted at the beginning of the season was like a Carabao Cup in 4th. Like I could do that. But now that you see FA Cup is kind of opening up, like you're like, And also Europa now. You look at Europa, the way Europa's set up. Don't be surprised if Sporting get into the Europa League final.
Listen, I will.
If Juventus catch hands against Sporting, because the way Juventus are playing and the way Sporting are, you saw Sporting cook Arsenal.
Yeah,
cooked Arsenal.
Sporting, and in case anyone doesn't know, that's my Portuguese side, right? And I never expected them to go get that result. When the game started transpiring, I was like, we're going to win this because that. The goalkeeper had been fucking up our whole season. He's the reason we went out of the Champions League. He makes so many mistakes.
But and the
then
thing
suddenly
is,
saving everything. I'm like, okay, cool.
Whatever happens,
we're going to win.
Sporting weren't doing bad in the Champions League. You're right. They keeper cooked them because you guys were all over Tottenham 2 legs.
2 legs, you're right.
All of them.
We did Frankfurt, who were the Europa League champions, right? So we did really well. But he cooked us, and then I saw him having a great game. Didn't expect that. Sporting are all over the place.
Also,
in the
that
Portuguese
goal, what
league.
a goal, bro.
I mean, yeah, that's phenomenal.
I think that's goal of the season for me.
And it went, you get guys who will do that, and it bounces before, it bounces over.
He meant it 3,000%.
He put it exactly where the keeper couldn't get it.
Where he wanted to put it.
So, Sporting are not going to make third in the Portuguese league.
Was it far gone?
We just cannot catch it, and third is Champions League in Portugal, right? So we just cannot catch it. So it kind of goes, you know what, listen, we're not going to get caught. We're not going to drop out. Let's go for it. I didn't want Juventus or United. The two I didn't want at this point was Juventus.
Why didn't you want Juve? I'd take Juve now.
Really?
Juve are rubbish. But they did something in the...
No, I think there's just too much know-how. You got to remember Chiesa's back. That makes a huge difference.
Pogba played for a little bit.
Pogba's out, isn't he?
No, he played on Sunday.
Did he play?
He played against Inter.
I'm surprised they haven't sold him because they are sick of him.
Well, they're trying to get rid of him.
Oh, they're trying to blame us for trying to blame us for taking Pogba. It's like, God, you took him for free, bro.
I just Portuguese teams have a miserable record against Italian teams.
Yeah.
We just have there's just a big brother thing. We just can't get past
But what do you think it is? Do you think it's because of the sheer stature of the Italian teams that's Portuguese teams get then they crumble, or
I think it's a little bit. You're talking about teams who are both very well coached.
Yes.
Portuguese coaches, Italian coaches.
Italian teams are organized. They know they know how to play ugly football to get a result.
The coaches are phenomenal. Look what De Zerbi's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, Italian coaches. You'll find guys coaching a team 16th in Italy. He's smarter than half the Premier League managers, right?
Yes.
Just
and with the
maybe doesn't know how to handle egos.
With the shoestring budget,
right.
yeah.
And that's what I give Premier League managers. They know how to manage egos and that big money, and then they can do that, right? And I think Portuguese coaches are very similar. I think when it comes down to it's the managing of emotions with the players. Both are very hot-headed. The Italians just keep it when it comes to Portugal. They just somehow know how to do it.
The Italians, as I was saying, the Italians know to win ugly. They don't care about like we're going to play pretty football together. They will do like, listen, we'll park the bus for 180 minutes, give it to Chiesa, we're in.
I'm glad we kind of stumbled onto Italy. Since I got a thought, right? So the Italian team's doing really well in Europe this year.
Yeah, there's still
three Champions League, three in the Champions
Napoli,
League, two in
Napoli and both Milan.
Both Milans, right?
Yeah.
Two in the
Europa.
Is it two in the Europa?
Juve
and it's Juve and Roma.
Yeah.
Right. And then Conference League, I think the only team's been knocked out of Europe is Lazio because Fiorentina's in the. So Lazio is the only Italian team. Started the season.
Hate Lazio, yeah.
Right? That are still in Europe.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because they didn't play in the World Cup?
I think so.
Because Italy there's a lot of foreign players there.
Yeah.
But the bulk of their squads are Italian.
Yeah.
Do you think you've seen the benefit of a team not being at the World Cup?
Yeah.
Because if you look at how Real Madrid are falling off, teams are falling off. That World Cup now is starting to have an impact.
It's all guys that came like.
You're starting to see it.
Because some Oaks went to the World Cup, they were hot. Think about PSG. Before the World Cup, they were hot, they were cooking. Look, they've come back from the World Cup. Messi still got a World Cup hangover. Like he really doesn't care about anything. He's thinking about Saudi money at this stage. You look at same can be said about Fulham with Mitrovic. Mitrovic came back from the World Cup. He was kind of
He's mad. Was he insane? Because
you can't touch the ref, bro.
Because Mitrovic was such a stable, calm person before the.
You can't touch the ref.
He's a fucking nut job.
Vlahovic has also kind of fallen off after the World Cup.
Yep.
Vlahovic, and I don't know, but like going back to your point, it does help. It does help people who didn't go to the World Cup because it's not like, okay, cool, now we're getting thrown into this, now we're getting thrown into that, we're getting turned each way sideways.
Because the majority of teams in Italy are starting 6-7 Italians.
Yeah.
At all the teams, all the big teams.
The only team that I think of in Italy that doesn't really have that many Italian guys like as their base is Napoli.
Yeah. But they've
run away with the league. If they bottle it,
I can't believe that Napoli. It's still got. They still need to win 4 more games. I think they won. They won. They still got 4 more wins. They're 20 points ahead.
It's done, dog. It's done.
How mathematically aren't they?
It's like Sundowns, yeah.
I know.
What are we doing? Let's just call it now.
It's like how mathematically haven't
Stop the count, yeah.
Oh my God! Listen, Napoli.
But do you think Napoli now look at the Champions League and like, hey,
I'd like to see it.
do you think they can though? Who do they have next?
I would like to see Napoli take the Champions League, and it's not impossible because they're on the Italian side of the draw.
Yes.
So they got Milan, and then they'll take the winner of Benfica and Inter.
Oh, if you're on that side of the draw, because like City's,
the
City side of the draw is not fun, bro.
Yeah, because
Chelsea side of the draw is
that's Chelsea, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, City.
Yeah.
The other side is the Italian side.
Yeah, those looks are like, guys, anything is possible. And also,
Napoli's got to go. We can take Milan, we can take Inter.
Honestly.
And we're clear in the league. Title's ours.
Honestly. And also the final, you think about a Champions League final. I only have to play you once.
Yeah.
I don't have to do this home and away. I only have to play you once. It's a once off.
Do you know why? Listen, Napoli are phenomenal. And also, I've discredited Benfica and I shouldn't be doing that.
But Napoli are also playing some great stuff. Like they play beautiful football.
And it's this combination of Spalletti's got a plan.
Yes.
But why they so hard to is because every game's different.
Yes.
And they look at what you do.
Yes, they pounce on what you do because if you see what Osimhen and Kvaratskhelia do, like
shout out on the pronunciation there. Well done.
Yeah,
that is high quality, Ryan. That's high quality.
There we go.
Give it
Kvaratskhelia.
When Todd Bowley steals him for Chelsea, Oscar sends her how to say it.
So yeah, it's the way they play, and also you get Zelinski as well and Politano. They all get it. Like they're all switched on because. You see, their game plan is like, okay, cool, you guys do this, this, and this. And you know what I like about them? Wherever the weak link is at the defense, they go Kvaratskhelia at him. At him.
And he's
generational. He's next level.
He's a winner for street footballer.
Yes.
You know, that's what I like about him.
He's a smart street footballer, yeah.
No one can say they'd heard of this guy before the season.
Yes.
Nobody. If you said bullshit.
Yeah, if you said you knew Kvaratskhelia before the season, yeah.
Don't tell me. And he is such a street footballer that even when they go at this guy. Okay, that's the weak point. Go at him. You don't know what he's doing.
Exactly. You don't know if he's going to cut in, if he's going to try cook you wide, if he's going to...
Because he probably doesn't either. He's probably going, I'm going to wait for you to shift. What do you do? Okay,
I'm going to react to what you do, exactly.
That's what I'm doing, and that's the whole Napoli side.
Bro, Osimhen, as a striker...
Man, everything.
How much are you putting off him?
Oh, man. I mean, that guy, He's
what you want.
He's he beats defenders up.
He's rough, like he's got skill, like he's everything. He's everything. I'd hate to play against him.
He's Drogba 2.0, and I know it's lazy to make. That's a lazy comparison. But he does everything Drogba does, but with today's physicality and today's mobility. He's clever. He's again, that thing of going, what I like about Napoli is they go, we're going to do what we do well, and we're going to just do it against you. They go, what don't you like us doing? And that's what we're going to do.
We're going to play that game, yeah.
And it's so like we know the legend of Naples. We know what the people down there are like. And they are just the perfect team. They're just the perfect team for them. And I'm like, I want them to do the Champions League now. That I want them.
Yeah, actually, because it also gets boring to watch like Real Madrid every season.
Right.
Go, okay, cool.
That side of the draw is so boring. The other side is going to be fascinating.
The Italian side, I was like, this is blockbuster.
Fascinating. And listen, shout out to Benfica. Ultimately, I'd love Benfica. There's a weird thing. I was speaking to someone on the weekend.
Benfica dark horses, eh?
They really are. They are.
But do you think their race is run though?
Yeah, I think. I just can't see them. I can see them maybe. Listen, if you have to say I can see them knocking out Inter.
But Inter, you never know.
I don't see them having enough for two.
I don't know.
I can't see them going that extra step.
Inter, you never know.
The curse of Bella Goodman as well.
Oh, yes. Yeah, well.
That Benfica will not win another
Champions League for as long.
European final ever.
Ever.
Because Bella Goodman, ex-coach, put a
hex on them.
Go Google that. The curse of Bella Goodman.
But I don't know. With Inter, you can't tell either. Inter, they've got the squad. And if they want to, they can beat you.
Yeah.
Because they're organized when they want to be organized, but like when it falls apart for Inter, listen,
I cannot take a team with Romelu Lukaku up front seriously. So,
honest to God,
I cannot. Where does Lukaku end up? Because
Chelsea, going to Chelsea.
So listen,
been confirmed.
He's going back, but I mean, because Inter
also £98 million, bro. Get your ass back here.
So Inter are getting their bid in early, saying, "Oh well, we've got to send him back," and Chelsea go, "Well, we don't want him back, right?" So I've heard Aston Villa, and obviously the lazy one is Newcastle, right? Where does he go? Because there's nowhere for him at Chelsea. Inter, it's been a flop. Like if you're Inter as well, I don't want to.
Also for how much as well?
I don't need that guy. No matter what Chelsea are paying, it just doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
I mean, to see Romelu Lukaku at Aston Villa, and now on the app, but
go to Newcastle.
Yeah, it's actually a good
do
spot.
you want him?
Oh God, I don't want him. But I'm saying if I were him, because at Chelsea you're gonna go there. You spoke so much garbage about the team. Like now we're supposed to trust you again.
You were forced to apologize.
Forget about it, bro. I don't trust you for as far as I can throw you.
And the thing is, if you throw Havertz out, I mean,
also he's cooked.
It's not going to look good on us.
Also, he's cooked. He's good with all the big teams. Like big teams see that and they're like, do we really want that guy here?
And they've probably cooked it with the players at Chelsea as well.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Except for the new guys.
It is true with Lukaku because he kind of left United, blamed United for everything. Left Chelsea, blamed Chelsea for everything.
Maybe he goes back to Everton.
Oh, dude.
No, he doesn't want to play in the Championship.
Honestly, exactly.
It's probably his level.
No, but seriously,
but
like, if I'd look at him and say, my agent, I'd talk to my agent, try get me to Newcastle.
How old is he?
Lukaku. He's
like
31.
He's 31. He's 31. And you know what? He's an old 31.
Yeah, he's an old 31.
Remember, he broke through in Belgium at 16.
Yeah, he's an old 31.
You know, he was playing first team in Belgium at 16, and he's a big guy. You know that's extra weight.
He's got strength.
Yeah.
I just
he's Ross Barkley 31. That's what he's like.
The thing was, I read a scary stat on Twitter. Somebody said that Lukaku scored more goals in this. I don't know, within like a couple of weeks
in February
than Chelsea scored in the whole league, and I was like,
yeah, bro,
it's a very fair.
Bro,
point.
Yokes were level on goals with Fred.
Jesus, let's just end that there. Right.
Let's call it.
We're going to international break, but I just want to end up, because Ryan's been very quiet and I need to talk swag news.
Yeah, right.
You know, Ryan's all about swag. Ryan is all about swag. So I want to close off on footballers' sons.
Right.
Famous footballers' sons. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? They kind of get where they get because of their father's name.
Yeah. Look at the Beckhams.
So that's where I want to start. I'm going to start here on
Romeo Beckham.
Romeo Beckham is at Brentford B.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Don't get sucked into it.
Yeah, no, B squad.
Before we move in there, right? Kim Kardashian, we saw her at Arsenal Sports
and the PSG game.
And PSG. Curse of Kardashian, lose both the games. What is Kim Kardashian up to? She's FaceTiming Saka.
I saw that.
Dele Alli. She's got a photo with Dele Alli.
I don't know, but whatever she's doing, it's very smart on her end.
I think the kid is getting into football.
Yeah, it's very clever on her end.
Very cool.
It is very smart on her end.
I'm just so annoyed that
Kardashian investment into Arsenal.
Oh, please do it.
Well, no. Can I tell you, Arsenal's becoming the vibes team because they just signed Prime as their hydrated drink for their players, which is hilarious to me. KSI's Prime.
My dog, I'll tell you this much. Us Leicester, getting to the top is not the hard bit. Staying there. Wenger's not changing more, bro. This isn't 15 years ago.
Do you think it's a one-hit wonder with Arsenal, like with Liverpool? You can win one title.
Oh yeah.
Remember, Liverpool only won one title.
Oh, with their dynasty.
Yeah, they Leicester with noisier fans. But so do you think Arsenal do that?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I'll also, bro. Like,
Ryan. Now move on to you because I'm glad you brought up Prime.
Also, do you understand? Like now, if Arsenal win the log, it's us next because we've got the longest drought after that.
That's just the way it works.
Yeah,
it's
it is.
Evidently the way it works. Ryan, I saw you post up a photo the other day on Twitter.
Yes.
Okay, obviously only on Twitter. That's where he lives.
I live on Twitter now.
How much for a bottle? Give it.
Hawksley, yeah.
Right.
HAWXLI.
There you
Nice.
go.
There you go. There's
Look, and if you're not sure, it's the one with the verified tick. I paid for that.
Did you?
Okay.
Outrageous. Yes.
How much? Where did you see Prime? This is the drink.
Yes.
How much was it, and how many did you buy?
So I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it because
you had to.
I was like, you know what? I was prepared to pay some money for it, but how much is 400 rand?
Wait, for what?
For a bottle.
A bottle of how many mils?
500?
Yeah, it's like 500.
It's like a Lucas, a
it's like a
400 zars.
Yeah, so they brought it in at Sandton there. You can go. It's that one.
Bro, it's more valuable
coffee
than
shop / import store.
I know which one. Next to
that shop.
It's right opposite the sneaker store.
Next to the sneakers.
I'm not going to shout out their name because they don't deserve it.
They got you. They were trying to target you. They saw.
And it's placed in the gooch of Sandton.
Yeah, it
right?
is.
Because it's that gooch between, and
it's
the
underneath
gooch
the
the gooch is the space between your balls and your bumhole, right?
and your knot. Yeah.
The perineum.
The perineum, yes.
It's in the perineum of Sandton, where Sandton and the more affordable side stop, unless you go to the top, and the square.
Yes.
Oh,
so it's that side there. The Nintendo stores there, the Ferrari stores there.
The tricky place.
The swag,
where
the Apple stores there.
Where Bank City is and all that.
It's that
Bank
crossover.
level.
It's that crossover.
So they can catch you like that.
Because they know the people coming from... So people will come to that side because they can kind of afford it, but they want to aspire there. So like, do you buy a Gatorade or do you buy a Prime? And Ryan didn't buy it.
I didn't buy it, but
Well done, you're growing up.
Well done, Ryan.
Look, I'm prepared to pay some money for it,
but Twitter Prime that week.
But 400 is ridiculous.
200? You would have paid 200, right?
I'd pay probably 100.
Jesus.
But it's just once to try it. But like, I was shocked because now they also just landed a contract with the UFC. So now they're UFC and Arsenal inspired.
Are you shocked that they landed a contract with the UFC? Really? Are you surprised? Really?
Think about it.
Think about it. Like.
No, like, but that's what I'm saying. Arsenal's becoming such like a vibes club because now they have the Kardashians visiting.
Listen,
they're sponsored by Prime Hydrate.
Buddy, London is bigger than Chelsea. It's not your time anymore, bro.
But
don't worry.
Here's what happened. Here's what happens with Arsenal, and I see it, right? Because just as much as Arsenal did when they were winning leagues, remember what happened every season? Real Madrid or Barcelona came for their players.
Oh, yes, they said, we'll take this. Yeah.
You're going to win we like a sucker.
We like Odegaard. We made a mistake.
We probably got a buyback. Let's get him back.
Parents probably like, Odegaard, I really didn't make a mistake with you.
Yeah.
Also, Modric is old, so you can come back.
He's back. I like him. Martinelli, you're quick.
You're Brazilian. You're quick and you're Brazilian.
The only player that's going to stay there is Xhaka. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, don't be so sure.
Right, so let's move on to vibes. I want to bring Ryan here. Vibe section, Vibe Footballer Sons. Okay. So Romeo Beckham, David Beckham's son.
Second son.
Because he was naming his kids after where they're conceived. So he's obviously conceived in an Alfa Romeo. So
no, man. David Beckham and Alfa Romeo. Also, he's very good at tennis, you know that. And he's an Arsenal fan.
Who, David Beckham?
No, Romeo.
Romeo, right. Well, he's playing for Brentford B. Not Brentford. Brentford B. Knock Beck. Romeo Beckham trolled as Brentford B lose to Minnows Hendon before Dad David makes swift exit at end following defeat. Ooh. Listen here, I just want to show you, Senzo, I want you to look at this picture here. Now, Hendon they're a non-league. They're kind of playing in conference league.
Yeah.
Look at the state of the player Romeo Beckham is playing against, and look at Romeo Beckham.
No.
That is a grown-ass Romelu Lukaku-sized man.
Bro, that looks like Rudiger, bro.
Yeah, it does just look like Rudiger.
And that's what... Because a few weeks ago... Because David Beckham goes to all the matches, right?
Yeah, he does.
Which he has to.
Right? He's got to do it.
He's a dad,
guy, yeah.
He dragged Victoria Beckham. Victoria Beckham's like, what the fuck?
On the design clothes.
Kim Kardashian's at fucking Arsenal.
And PSG. I'm here at Brentford.
You're David Beckham. This is bullshit, right? Look, now... Senzo says Rudiger. The standard of guys you're playing in conference league, these aren't your academy reared,
these are hard
little footballers, right?
These are hard men.
These aren't your Joao Felixes. These are guys who it was prison or conference football.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to cast aspersion, but let's be honest about that.
Yeah.
If Brooklyn Beckham is playing against men that size, the guy's wearing short sleeves and gloves. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's, let's just say it's not going well with him. We got a picture of David Beckham. This is
it's coolest stoke in the world.
In the sun. I know you love David Beckham.
He's the man.
He's a cool lot of love for David Beckham.
I don't know if you saw, but when
no man,
when Senzo had Twitter, he posted a picture of him and David Beckham. He ran into him somewhere.
And run like he's my mate.
Well, listen, if Romeo Beckham has to run into that unit.
No, bro. But like, even look at the Iberian looking guy next to Brooklyn.
This is in the sun.
Bro, this guy has got all the tricks. Like
all of them.
Brooklyn's out of his depth here.
No. This isn't.
Go back to Miami, bro. Like for his own legacy and for his dad's legacy as well. Like.
This isn't, I trained a few times with Arsenal because of my dad. I trained a few times at Manchester United.
This is the real thing.
Because he's trained at all of them.
Yeah.
Because
Dave
phones up.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, PSG got a son. You're going to come, oh, cool.
Cool, come
Brooklyn
through.
Beckham training with PSG. Yeah, not going to, like, let me tell you guys a story quickly, all right? In school, we had these kids, like two guys. Hey, we're going to Manchester United, school holidays. We're going to train at Manchester United. What the fuck? Guy's going 13 years old, 13, 14.
Yeah.
This guy's going to Manchester United. This is Manchester United Premier. What the fuck? They're going to Manchester United train. What the hell? Man, we find out it's Manchester United soccer schools that anyone can pay.
Yeah, you pay to go
get trained, right? And they're walking around swagger. They come back in the kit. Look at us, I'm Manchester United. Like, fuck you guys, fraud alert.
But also, you also look at it this way, right? I mean, if David Beckham's kid wants to come train here, cool, by all means, because, I mean, that's good PR for us.
Right, of course.
It's great PR for us. We don't lose.
Can you explain this to me? Because now if you're David Beckham, you can obviously call up anyone and get him signed anywhere. Is he just playing at Brentford B just to put the hours in and actually just get like normal training academy?
Go play hard football, bro.
No, I'm asking. Or are you David Beckham and you call the greatest club and say, bring my boy in?
So maybe David Beckham's doing that, right? Because he goes, look,
you need to play like a normal footballer.
David Beckham knows his son's not good enough to be a pro. Let's be honest.
Football. He knows.
If you're going to be, you're going to be, right? David Beckham knows. He goes, right.
You want to play football?
I could stick you at Inter Miami. Phil Neville's son he's also made quite a brave move, right? Yeah. So David Beckham's going, listen, I could stick you at Inter Miami. You could play whatever. You can go to be on the roster, whatever you do, right? I'm going to stick you Brentford B against old fucking clone of Conference League.
Conference. Oaks who literally have to sing for their supper.
If you stole... guys who get paid in the parking lot, right? They're not getting...
They get like duffel bag, like...
right?
No, seriously, you laugh.
If people don't come watch the game, you don't get paid. That's
it, yeah.
If you still want to be a footballer after that,
then I'll believe in
you. But you're going to go there, get kicked by a fucking
on
Rudiger Mark II
on a Thursday night in the winter.
Frozen pitch.
That's what I'm saying. He's making his son put the hours in. Fair enough.
But you know, David Beckham, when he was at United, they loaned him to Preston North End for like a month. Yep. And he knows what it's like there.
Get slide tackled by David Moyes.
What?
Player coach.
What?
Okay, so I'm just shocked at the size of the guy.
Bro, these are hard men. Oof. But also, that's what I'm saying, Paulo. Like, you want to play, you want me to take you seriously as a footballer, go play for Brentford.
Hey, man, listen, I can see him going back to Inter Miami.
Because PSG...
Office job.
Yeah.
Office job for Romeo Beckham.
Ambassadorial role.
Inter Miami, ambassador job. Right. Next footballer's son we're going to talk about. One of my favorites. I love him. Another player we loved. Ronaldinho's son.
Really?
Ronaldinho, right?
Ronaldinho key.
João Mendes signs for Barcelona's youth academy.
Oh, nice.
There he is there. João Mendes, the son of former Brazilian forward Ronaldinho, signed a contract with Barcelona's youth team.
That was going to happen.
The 18-year-old who terminated his contract with Cruzeiro. Serie B, I don't know, they got relegated.
But Serie B is serious football, though.
It is, again, but the Brazilian Serie B. A Brazilian Serie B.
But still, I mean, I'd imagine that it would be serious football because, like...
Okay. So he is now part of Barcelona's youth academy. Again, it seems like Dad called you up. Dad called up a friend.
Javi, listen. Javi, listen.
I am a club ambassador, guys. You still sell my merchandise in the club shop.
Yeah, you know what I mean. I'm a great.
You know what I mean.
We're just adding an additional shirt for you to sell.
Just an extra one. And think a lot of H's in Ronaldinho. So you're selling a lot of this. So those are two that we go, are they deserved? Who knows?
Well, only time will tell.
We'll see. Time will tell. I want to close it off with talking about two guys. I don't know if you guys seen this. Ryan's on Twitter, maybe saw it. He doesn't follow like reputable platforms. So
I'm just trying to see if you're going to include the one.
No, your timeline is just a mess.
No, because I've also got a footballer's son in mind.
I got the two.
Okay.
Yeah. Is your one a Sons of a French World Cup winner?
If you have to think about it, that means
I'm not sure. I'll tell you who mine is. So
who's yours?
Haaland.
Okay, Haaland.
Haaland deserves to be there.
Incredible.
Deserves to be there, right? So Haaland.
He's paid his dues.
He's a successful footballer's son.
No, but that's not like he's not clouting it up.
No.
And Haaland was created in the lab for this, right?
Yeah.
No,
true story. Yeah.
Haaland. I mean, Haaland's got swag. He collects classic football shirts, sneakers,
and he can actually kick a ball.
Did you see that one video of the tour in the US? City were there, and some kid gave Haaland these like limited edition Jordan 1s. Yeah. So Haaland took them and goes, whoa, I'm not signing these. These are like limited. Yeah. He bought them from the kid.
Yeah, I know.
He bought them.
He bought them.
Yeah. Never going to fit him.
Yeah, because then next day he went to the complex store and then they tried to force Jordans on him. He's like, look, bro, the ones that I got yesterday.
He's like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to.
Yeah, bro.
These are.
Also, like, he's a sneakerhead, so that's also.
Yeah.
I want to show you the swag. Lilian Thuram.
Right. Oh, right.
Got 2 sons, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Both called up to the French national team.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right? They both are doing well. They're playing both in Ligue 1, following their dad's footsteps. So they both been called up for the first time. They arrived yesterday. And listen, I don't know if you guys see the French team arriving at Clairefontaine.
I've got it. Did you see Mbappe arrive?
Man, they are swag.
So clean.
They are
so clean.
And
they showed Kamavinga first, and you're like, okay, these are all about the cloud.
It's a thing now.
No, it's a runway.
A thing now.
Yeah. It's a runway.
It's become a thing that they show up. You'll love it, Ryan.
No, but it's like the NBA. Have you not seen when NBA players arrive?
So that's what they do.
Exactly. You know where the team tracksuit, you wear your own swag.
Yeah, you wear your own swag. Then you get into the team tracksuit.
I'm sure Mbappe had a meeting with Kim Kardashian. That's why he was the last one to arrive.
That was it.
Yes.
That was it.
Yes.
That was it, right? So you go check this out. ESPN FC on Twitter.
Yeah, or you just follow the French football account.
Look at the swag of Lilian Thuram's sons.
Yeah.
Kefren and Marcus both called up to the French national team.
Marcus Thuram is actually good. Like
Marcus is good.
He's a baller.
Kefren is, I hope I'm saying that right. Kefren looks like it. So Marcus Thuram has been around. Kefren in. I think
Marcus Thuram was at the World Cup. He played at the World Cup.
He was. He did play.
Yeah.
So deserved. If we talk about a lot of footballers' sons, those two are going all the way.
Also, George Weah's son he's decent, but he's
played for the US. Playing for the US. So Ryan,
for those of you on the podcast, they're wearing college style jackets. You know, the ones kind of like Bumblebee inspired. I'd say
it looks like
black and yellow.
I'm just Googling something here very quickly.
Right.
I want to show Ryan, even if we don't put this in the podcast, this is awesome. You've got to see this. This is the swag we are talking about.
Yeah,
look at these boys arriving there. Look at Mbappe. Look at Kamavinga, Kimpembe. You know, that's Kingsley Coman. Come on, man.
Kingsley Coman, yeah. I was having a chat with Senzo on the way here, and I was just saying, imagine being Mbappe for a day. You're that young, you have that much money, you have that much stature on your name, and you walk into any room and anyone will be nice to you or try not do anything to like piss you off.
I mean, you are making calls in the 2 biggest institutions.
Yeah.
I mean, you own French football.
How old is he? 23?
24. He owns French football.
24. He can walk into any room. First of all, he's recognized worldwide. He's loved by many. No, I think Mbappe is living.
But look at him. Look at that jacket. You know Kim Kardashian. Although I think Kingsley Coman beats him out there with his leopard print jacket and his Balenciagas.
Actually, who's is it Kamavinga first?
It's Kamavinga first.
Yeah, no, I like his swag. He's got like a denim jacket going on, you know.
Oh, it's a cardigan.
Cardigan.
It's a cardigan.
It's very nice.
Yeah. All right, so this has been Working Title FC. We had to finish off on swag. We had to finish off on cloud chasing.
You must see Giroud's swag, bro.
Yeah, Giroud's next.
Giroud's one.
But that's the thing. Arsenal used to be like that, though, as well. Don't you remember Arsenal's kits when they used to be unveiled? Because they had, who was that model who went to Sporting? Bellerin and Giroud and, you know.
Giroud.
Yeah, Giroud.
I got to just finish that. And so Ryan asked me a few weeks ago, Hector Bellerin is now on loan at Sporting. I was like, hasn't played yet. I've got to tell you, I have never... Sporting just releasing new editions of vintage kits. They're just like tons. And Bellerin's in all of them. It's like, what are you... No, he's just modeling everything.
He's not on the pitch, but he's on the... He's on the adverts there.
And he's also helping them implement vegan...
social media.
A vegan
menu
in the canteen.
That's terrible.
Portuguese aren't vegan. What the fuck are you talking about?